The champ is here. Podcast champs are live from Gleason's, the new Gleason's. We're going to be bringing you exclusive interviews with BADOU Jack, James DEGALE, the young Gervonta Davis, promoted by Mayweather himself. He's going to be taking on Jose Pedraza for that IBF title. We already got interviews with Ivan Heatroff and Emmanuel Lim. So much to bring you from this Barclays Center card. We're live here at Gleason's, and there's going to be a lot of exclusive footage for all our Patreons, so make sure you subscribe to us on all forms of social media. BAXingvoice.com.
Pedraza's reputation.
Pedraza's reputation, that he's undefeated. He's a former IBO champion, which normally isn't regarded highly, but he defended that title with pride. Later, became the IBF champion. Lives in Puerto Rico. He's a good boxer. Diligent use of the jab. Really good set of wheels, legs on him, AKA legs. He uses the ring well. Active fighter, too. Doesn't put his hands in his pocket. Definitely lets his hands go. Can't really say much bad. He did a good job beating Stephen Smith last time out. You know, he's a good boxer all around. Well, Jose Pedraza is nothing like a Miguel Cotto or a, I don't know, Tito Trinidad. He's his own fighter. He's a fighter that has wheels, you know, like he likes to move. He likes to use his legs. And he's a boxer's boxer. He's not a knockout puncher. Wow, he does have power. He's dropped quite a lot of people. People are going to be surprised because they think Gervonta is the one with all the power, but this guy's dropped almost everybody he's fought. He's got surprising power, is what we can say. When the U.S. and the U.K. connect, so we want to get your take on Gervonta Davis, Jose Pedraza. Obviously, you're not from over here, so we want to see where your interest level lies with that one.
There is some interest, especially over the UK with this, because Pedraza obviously beat Stephen Smith last year, so we got to saw a little bit of Jose Pedraza. He's a very good fighter. I haven't seen too much of Davis. I know I've seen little bits of him, and he looks a very talented kid from Baltimore in Maryland. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I want to see a bit more of Gervonta Davis, so yeah, all good.
You didn't pick a winner.
We don't pick winners on IFL, man. We stay.
You're not on iFilm today.
This is a fence, and we're sitting on the fence.
You're looking good, champ. Looking definitely in shape, man. How you feeling? This is the big one, man. IBF title. And all eyes are watching because you were vocal. You wanted a shot. Now you got your shot versus a very experienced champion. Is Pedraza just a target because he has something that you want, or was he specifically chosen? Because I know you were in negotiations with Jason Sosa at one point, things didn't work out. Were you just looking at anybody willing to get in with Tank, or were there specific champions you seen had vulnerabilities you could capitalize on?
Right now, it's basically just showing, you know, that I am a true champion. You know, it's showing that I don't need to build up my resume to go at a champion. So as just like Lomachenko, you know, he won his first world title at his second fight. You know, I'm not comparing myself to Lomachenko, but you know, it's good fighters, great fighters, and elite fighters. You know, I'm not saying I'm an elite fighter yet, but you know, I have the potentials.
Now, obviously, you know, you come from the DMV area. We know you get fantastic sparring. You spoke of some of the sparring partners that you got for this fight. How can you, I guess, reassure the fans of Tank that you can make it 12 rounds? This is a 12-round fight. We've only seen you go 9, maybe 6 rounds 2 times. Again, you know, we haven't seen you do it, so that's the only reason those questions are there.
Okay, so at first it was I couldn't make it past 6. You know, because I knocked someone out in the 6 rounds. Then, you know, so on. They said I couldn't make it past 9. I mean, they said I couldn't make it past 6. Then they said I couldn't make it past 9 because I knocked the guy out in the 9th round. Well, they just look at that fight. I went 9 rounds, and I wound up knocking the guy out in the 9th round. which that shows you that I have the power in the late rounds. You know, we just here to show that we belong here. I'm not here to talk bad about anyone. I'm not here to, you know, say what I'm going to do or what he's going to do. You know, we just here to show. You know, right now I'm at my stage right now. It's less talk and more proving to the boxing world, you know, that I am that one.
Last one, Tank. I know you're busy. Pedraza said he's dying to know what's going to happen when you hit him and he doesn't go anywhere.
He got hit. We're going to go back to him versus Chari. He got hit with not a clean shot, but he got hit with a decent shot, and he was hurt off of that decent shot. You know, I'm not saying I'm looking for the knockout. I'm not saying that I got this, you know, this major power that I hit him with one punch and knock him out. But I'm saying this is a fight game. I catch him clean, he will be going out.
All right, Tank, the one we can't wait. Saturday night, Barclays Center. Wish you the best of luck, Coach. Wish you the best. Thank you very much. Oh my God. So I can't get no pics out of you. All right, we want juicy details. You do great interviews. You get to know all the secrets. What exactly bothered James DeGale about Mayweather thinking that his sister was attractive? I mean, all men think women are attractive.
Come on, man. We all say that until it's your sister. That's all I'm going to say. So we're kind of looking at it from the outside point of view, but when it comes down to a member of your family, I suppose people can take that personally. But listen, Mayweather made a comment in one of the other fight art videos or whatever, and then it got picked up from there and it's been brought along. I mean, I think he made the comment around a year ago. It's not even a recent comment, but that's his family, so I suppose he probably feels a little bit protective of his sister.
Now, you've been able to travel coast to coast, across the pond. What do you think it is about James DeGale? We love him over here. I'm glad that he actually came. I know you guys, well, he doesn't have he doesn't get adored the way Joshua does, or maybe even a Fury. What is it about DeGale that the public hasn't, I guess, been drawn to him the way they are to a guy like Kelbrook, for instance?
I think James, through his own admission, has been very outspoken since he turned professional. You know, how am I going to go? 9 years ago now. And James has always said what he thinks, and he's always come across as a bit flash, a bit cocky, a bit arrogant, but that's kind of his personality. And if you know James, you know that he's a sound guy, but I suppose some people look at him as kind of a little bit flash and a little bit too much to say for himself, but I kind of like that in boxing. So I like characters like that, but some people take to him, other people don't. But you can't deny the fact that he's one hell of a fighter.
Where to start? Let's start with how the UK receives you, because I told you in DC, we love you over there. I'm glad that you came. Yeah. I'm glad that you won your title on American soil, proving what most foreigners don't do. I'm glad that you're back defending it. But those same accolades should be reasons that your fans adore you, but it seems like even though you have the gold, even though you've won this title, even though you're trying to unify, you're not as big as Joshua. Is it because in stature you're not, because you're not a heavyweight?
I'm not too sure, but believe it or not, I have got my supporters, my fans, and I think the respect is coming. I think people are starting to take note now that I am the real deal, and I've achieved a hell of a lot in my career. Olympic, British, European. Them kind of titles maybe not mean too much to you lot over here, but back in Europe, that's big, British and European. And obviously the world title, the IBF world title, and now I'm about to go and unify the division against a good, solid fighter. So people are starting to take note now and saying, do you know what? That James DeGale, he's all right.
Now, obviously, because I'm American, I know that, you know, signing to Al Haymon is big business for you financially. But do you think it was the right move now, looking back?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, Al treats me well. He's probably the most powerful man in boxing. He's unbelievable. But the opportunities I get with Al has been unbelievable, because maybe if I was back at home with a different promoter, I maybe not have got this fight with BADOU Jack. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've got to thank Al. And listen, the last year and a half since I've been with Al Heyman, I've had a good run. So yeah, I'm pleased.
Do you think that you would be more popular, though, if you stood in the UK?
Maybe, but as I say, after this fight, I'm going back home. I've got to go back home. That's where the money's at, bigger money. Obviously, I'm getting paid well, but the bigger money, and I need to go back home, man. I'm a London boy. We're the best fans in the world, and when you come to watch a show in England, you go to the O2 or a stadium, the atmosphere is second to none, seriously. Like, the atmosphere over here, it's different in London, honestly. Have you been?
Yeah, no, not to London.
Oh, it's crazy.
But I've watched all the fights, obviously, and I see the electricity. You guys, I mean, your fight with George Groves had 13,000 when you had 11 fights. You guys love boxing.
There you go. And I say, if I come back home, if I get through this and go back home, the homecoming would be great. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Now, I know, because I follow you, maybe that homecoming will be with Callum Smith, but I'm thinking a hypothetical storyline here where we make you into a bigger star in the UK and have you face Eubank Jr. I know you don't want to.
See, I don't deal with that fool.
But you see, a lot of people don't like him, and you being the guy to dismantle him.
I wouldn't even want to give him the payday. You know what I'm saying? I've got bigger fish to fight. There's so many fights out there. Listen, I'm in the perfect position now. I've got fantastic opportunities ahead of me. I'm signed with Al Heyman. I'm with Sky Sports back at home. I'm with Eddie Hearn. The team's crazy. It's the dream team. And like, if I carry on training hard and keep on winning, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big.
But you know he is going up for an IBO title, and he wants to unify with you.
The IBO title is not recognized by the four organizations. That's the most stupid thing. I see a tweet by his dad about a unification fight. People laugh at him back at home. The IBO, is that a genuine world title? Tell the honest truth. No, come on. Is that one of the 4 world titles? No. No.
But Mayweather has held it. Gennady.
Don't give a fuck about the IBO. Mayweather don't give a fuck about it. Have you seen that picture on Twitter where he's got a big table with all these belts? Is the IBO belt on that table?
I think that's all WBC.
WBC, IBF, WBA. I say no more.
All right, James, man.
Yes,
Thank you
brother.
so much, brother. I'll get you later. You're a little busy. Yo, how you gonna kill?
So,
But don't we need characters in boxing? Don't we need guys like him?
no, 100%. But in England, if you're too much outspoken, people don't like that. If you don't say anything, people don't like that. So what do? To find that thing in the middle is very difficult. But listen, Tyson Fury gets the same. Some people like him, some people don't like him. But it's his personality. He's good for the sport. DEGALE's good for the sport, but it's not for everyone, unfortunately. So.
Is it just because he's not a heavyweight? Because, I mean, his resume is obviously better than Anthony Joshua's. He's already come across the pond and, you know, captured a title here, defended it here. Now he's back in New York. He's obviously accomplished more than Joshua. Why doesn't he get that? Is it because he's not a heavyweight?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking, two different things there. I mean, obviously, Joshua has been built up since he won the Olympic gold. They have, obviously, I think there seems to be more appeal in the heavyweight division regardless. Anthony Joshua seems to tick all the boxes, media friendly, says the right thing, and he's doing the business in the ring. So, and Sky are promoting him from day one, and they're building him up to be, a hopeful superstar. He's already halfway there, if you like, but, all good.
All right, well, thank you very much, Coogan. Again, you're doing fantastic. You are the best out there for sure.
Don't know about that, but thank you very much.
No, man, for real.
Okay, go ahead, ready? Tell me you about to get him. Hold on, so let's see. Boom. So say who we watching in.
All right, so we're watching the one, Tank. Got them Bluetooth headphones on, I see, with them Jordan Nikes on, doing his thing.
And then who's behind you, your left?
But behind them, we got Team Pedraza behind. There you go, right here. Come on, let's take a walk over here. Come with me. El equipo Pedraza aquí, lo veo que están abrechando un poquito.
No,
Está abrechando un poquito.
estamos analizándolo.
Analizando. He says they're analyzing, not peeking. So dime, ¿qué es lo que tú ves en este muchacho? No, ¿qué es lo que tú piensas que ve Floyd Mayweather? Porque él es el que está haciendo mucho aguaje con este muchacho.
Bueno, Mayweather tiene su boxeador, nosotros tenemos el nuestro.
His
Él tiene
reputation
sus
is that he
habilidades,
signed to
el
Floyd
nuestro tiene
Mayweather. That's Gervonta
habilidades
Davis's
también.
reputation.
Yo
He's the
entiendo,
one,
pues,
self-proclaimed the
que el
one.
nuestro
He's
está
going to have to
un
prove it
poco-
this fight.
tiene un
Because
nivel
if he
un poco
loses,
más
people say that he
que
bit off
Gervonta.
more than he can chew. He's only a 16-0 fighter taking
Tenemos
on
una
a
gran ventaja que
truly
es,
tested champion,
alcance y estatura.
proven
Vamos a ver, la
at the very
velocidad
least.
están-
But
son más
Gervonta
o menos
has
similares.
good power,
Vamos a ver cómo se
explosiveness.
desarrolla la pelea.
He has agility. He is a taller fighter than Gervonta by a lot. But sometimes taller fighters give up their height, especially with aggressive fighters. Do you think that happens in this fight? Obviamente, Gervonta es mucho más pequeño que Pedraza, pero nosotros vemos que los peleadores que son grandes a veces se bajan y pierden la ventaja que tienen contra un peleador que tiene pegada fuerte. ¿Cómo vamos a estar seguros que no vamos a ver eso con Pedraza?
Bueno, Pedraza es un muchacho versátil que se mueve a ambos lados. Él te puede pelear tanto a lo izquierdo como a lo derecho. Gervonta tiene una ventaja en pegada, pero nosotros somos muy inteligentes dentro del ring y de acuerdo a la estrategia que hemos trazado, creemos que podemos salir victoriosos fácilmente.
Ok, pues gracias. El sábado nos vemos. You're going to see these two take it on. Team Pedraza with Gervonta Davis is going to be going down for sure. Good matchup. I mean, just off naked eye, athleticism, power. Look at the build on him, you know. He's built like a tank. That's why they call him the tank. And he's got that Mayweather back, and he's got confidence. The confidence is what you really need when you're coming into big fights, you know. Sean Zattel in Vegas. White guy with the hair. Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Ready? BoxingVoice.com live here with BADOU Jack, the Ripper. Talk to me, man. Unification is finally here Saturday night. James DeGale is definitely an opponent that on your resume is going to raise you in that pound-for-pound list or that conversation. Just talk to me about the excitement about this fight Saturday night.
I'm very excited. I've been training my ass off. This fight, I don't know why it took so long to happen, but it's finally here. No excuses. I didn't have no distractions outside the ring, no weight problems, nothing. So we're ready to go, and I hope we can put up a great fight in front of the fans.
Interesting that you said you don't know why it took so long to get here. He continues to say in the media that he doesn't know why, but that he feels it was your doing why this didn't happen sooner, because he's been calling for it.
He's lying. He's trying to get him to my head. He even said it after. I know him. He tried to get him to my head. But I think at the press conference I gave him a, tiara. That was from Mayweather Promotions. So that wasn't me. That's not my style. That's them. So probably he's the one who, because it said Diva DeGale on it. So it's probably because he was trying to, get some more money, which, of course, we both deserve good money. But, that's probably the reason why it took so long. Or it could be network. It could be different things. I was ready to fight in June.
The only major adjustment that I've seen that you made in your camp is obviously the inclusion of the man behind me, strength and conditioning coach. He works obviously with Sean Porter. We all know him, but you took out Memo Heredia. What are some of the differences? I don't want to know why. I don't want to know, what are some of the differences, though, in that strength and conditioning? And what has he brought for this camp?
He's been like a good friend, too. Even if I go for a run, by my house, he don't have to be there. He lives on the other side of town. He drive all the way, to my house to drive behind me. And when I run, he's on me all the time. What I eat, check the weight, everything. He's a great strategist. It's not just with Memo. he's good too, but his thing was mostly speed and power. My weight, I gained too much muscle, so that's why I probably had trouble making weight. But yeah, I'm not here to talk bad about nobody. But he's been great with me, and we're gonna show it Saturday night.
Jack's reputation is definitely not too outspoken. Quiet guy, militant, technical, stays behind the jab. James DeGale put it the best. Nothing special about him, but does everything good. We'll see. He has decent power, and ever since his loss, he's definitely improved. He's continued to adjust and do better, fight after fight. This is a unification match. This is a big fight for BADOU Jack and James DeGale. But BADOU Jack's power might show up this fight. It might be probably what separates the two. DeGale is a slick fighter, but Jack has some good power and a diligent jab. DeGale likes to put his hands down a lot, so hopefully, Jack probably can capitalize on that. It's definitely going to be a good fight. We're here at Gleason's Gym. We just got great interviews with BADOU Jack and James DeGale. It's going to be a super fight unification. Remember, all our Patreon subscribers, find us on Patreon. Support us there for exclusive behind-the-scenes footage just like this. We got Gervonta Davis, Jose Pedraza, the sniper. Watch out for that fight. Don't forget Emmanuel Alim, Ivan Heatroff. Tune in early because this is going to be a great boxing night. Call in Thursday. We want you to give your predictions for James DeGale, BADOU Jack, Jose Pedraza, Gervonta Davis. 1-425-569-5241, the Voice of the People hotline, Boxing Voice Radio, baby. We're out.